Today we gotta make a few small stickers, but do not let the word small stickers trick you, because this is not gonna be easy, as you are about to find out in a few minutes. So this is what's gonna happen in this video. We're gonna use our vinyl cutter to cut the vinyl, and then we're gonna weed it out and make these. After that, we're gonna apply them on this helmet. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that we used to make. Here we have like not even $1 worth of materials, and if you look at this, you're gonna be like, I'm only gonna invest like $1. I could probably charge like not even $20 for something like that, but that's gonna be a huge mistake. Sometimes when working on little projects can take a long time and a lot of resources. I mean, your time is the biggest resource that you have, and that is the reason why I'm making this video, because honestly I much rather work on this type of projects than on this. This is the helmet I'm gonna be working on today. Since our stickers are gonna look like this, they have lots of details and they're kind of small, I decided to use the Graphtec CE 6060. You already know that this is by far our favorite machine. If you are looking for a vinyl cutter that you know is 100% reliable, it's not gonna give you many headaches, this vinyl cutter is the way to go. Graphtec CE 6060. Right now you can get the newer version, which is the CE 8060. A little pricey, but totally worth the investment. I have two different pieces of vinyl. This one really small and this one's a lot bigger, but we have letters. I could probably use this side here, but I'm gonna show you another advantage of this vinyl cutter. And by the way, we're not sponsored by Graphtec. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this in the vinyl cutter and I'm gonna show you how I do it. The first thing I need to do, I need to turn on the machine before I forget, because I'm really good at forgetting stuff. So turn it on. And since we're using this machine, I can place the paint rollers anywhere I want, any size I want. Unlike Cameo cutters, you always have to use a cutting mat. And this is how I'm gonna place it. I'm gonna do about there. I'm gonna make a few extra copies since our customer has more than one helmet, and since we're gonna be placing a sticker on each side, so we gotta make 2 per helmet, and I think he has 2 more, so I need 6 total. We'll see. Even if it's not 100% aligned, we can make it work like this, but I think we got it. By the way, guys, I'm using CorelDRAW X6, and let's go here to find the document or the logo, and these are the sizes, 5.3 by 1.4, something like that. And these are the samples that I sent him. We're gonna send it to Cutting Master 3. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this to the right and then add a few extra copies, place it right in the middle, and then I'm gonna make 2 copies. I don't think the vinyl is long enough, so I'm gonna try that. Hopefully we have enough material. And then I'm gonna check the settings. So offset 0, speed 38, acceleration 1, cut force 16. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the vinyl cutter. I don't have to worry too much. I don't have to knock on wood. I don't have to pray. I don't have to do anything special for this or with this vinyl cutter. By the way, if you are liking this video, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. If you want to support this channel, remember that we have memberships available. All you have to do is just go to the join button to see all the options available. As always, thank you for your support. Unfortunately, the vinyl cutter or the blade cut through the paper a little bit. I'm gonna have to turn it this way and then cut 2 more and see if we get better results. So that's the first thing I need to do before I start weeding this out. All right, I decreased the cut force. Even if they don't work, we can still use the other piece of vinyl that we have. So I don't really worry too much about it. I think our vinyl cutter is ready. See? I decided to do it here in the kitchen. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by weeding that. Still a little dark in here, but I think it's much better than the other room. The other room is kind of dark. Look at those little details. See, I was able to save these. Now what I need to do, I need to apply the transfer and of course apply or transfer the stickers to the helmets. I got small pieces of transfers that I'm gonna use, but first I'm gonna cut the stickers from here. Get rid of the additional vinyl. Oops. I think that's just gonna be fine. It's not 100% clear, even though you can still see through it, but not 100%. Unlike with the art tape, Clear Choice AT75.1, that one's a lot easier to align the vinyl, but this one will work fine, I think. All right, before I apply the decal, I'm going to spray some of that Rapid Tag and clean the surface. I think that'll do it. Now this is gonna be the challenge, measuring or finding a place as a reference to apply this, but I already have an idea of how I'm gonna do it. I think I already have it in position. So what I did, I'm gonna use like 1.5 from the bottom of the letter, the L, and it's almost the same from this side here, 1.5. And then this seems to be the only straight line that I could use, and I'm gonna use this side all the way to the second letter, which is the A, and then same here to letter D, which is the second, the second letter from the right to the left, and this one is the second from the left to the right, and it seems to be perfect. And now I'm going to use a piece of tape to hold it in position. And the reason I'm using those or making sure that I remember the measurements is because I gotta make sure to apply it exactly in the same position on the other side. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the best angle possible for you guys, which is not that easy to accomplish, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Now I can remove the paper. And then I could probably just use my fingers, so I can just use squeegee, but I think my fingers are going to do a better job. Sometimes you just gotta be really careful with curved shapes. It seems like it's 100% flat, but sometimes you'll be surprised. See, that's why I decided to use my fingers, because I know that sometimes that might work a little better. Now I can remove the tape, but don't forget that I'm gonna be using it on the other side. By the way, this is probably the second helmet that we do. And I'm gonna save those tapes, put them on the side. And now it's time to remove the transfer. This is a high tag, so I gotta remove it slowly, carefully. This is why you gotta clean the surface to make sure to get rid of all the oils, dirt, whatever is on the helmet. And I think it looks perfect. Now we gotta do the same thing on the other side. Something I want to say, we don't really offer this service. I'm sure by now you should have an idea why. So we cannot tell you how to charge for something like this. I mean, some people charge from $100 to $150 per hour when working on decals. We usually charge $130 on bigger projects. I mean, how much people would be willing to pay for something like this? Probably $50, $60. Let us know in the comments, how much would you charge for something like this? We would like to know. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for your support. Remember that if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Remember that you can get your materials and equipment through our website. That is www.rdidecals.com. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you until the next one.